Yes, I think I found my calling in life at Home Helpers. Yep.
Jamal is an exceptional caregiver just because of his passion. There's nothing about him that isn't exceptional. He cares very much. He wears his heart on his sleeve. When his clients are hurting, he hurts. When they're happy, he's happy.
I had a disability myself, and I never thought of me helping other people out, but it grew.
Mrs. Geyer was a phenomenal lady that we were blessed to meet, and she came to us because her husband was in the process of not doing so well, and we introduced Jamal to her and her husband. He threw his heart completely into providing services, and Mr. Geyer and Jamal just became inseparable.
Mr. Geyer was a nice guy. He never smiled, so I was when I got him to smile. He was just a good person to be around.
Mrs. Geyer, towards the very end of when the time was very near for Mr. Geyer, she refused to allow anybody else to come in because of that special bond with Jamal, and she knew that her husband wanted him. And Jamal gave up many, many days of his personal time, his weekends. He wanted to make sure that he was able to be there as much as possible to keep Mr. Geyer as comfortable as possible.
And then when he passed away, it was hard. But yeah, he just mean the world to me.
If you talk to Mrs. Geyer, she would tell you Jamal is the best person in the world.
Jimmy, he's just a very funny character. He always has a smile on his face, and he's so glad to see me.
There's not a part of my heart that doesn't love Jamal with everything I have. Because he's just so good with Jimmy. And I don't ever have a worry in my heart. When Jimmy's with Jamal, they are together. There's a click there, there's a bond there.
We play basketball, we go to the mall, walk around. I take him out to eat. He's just a great person to be around.
One of the most special times that he is very fond of is when he took Jimmy to Zombie Fest, and he dressed up as a zombie and helped Jimmy get all dressed up, and Jimmy would dance, and Jamal just didn't care whether anybody was paying attention or not.
My clients, they're basically like a family. If they need help, I'm there. They have their rough days, and I try to make the best for them. Make sure that they get the care that they need. I clean, I do dishes, I cook for them, to make sure that they basically feel like they're at home, just to make sure they have a good day.
Home Helpers is more than blessed to have found Jamal. He is just such a ball of energy and love and caring and every positive word you can imagine. It's an extremely rare find to find someone that is as open and caring and really willing to understand the needs of different people. To our great fortune, Jamal sees this truly as more than a job, more of a vocation, more of a calling, and that is certainly what has led him to have these deep and unbreakable ties to all the different folks that he has helped.
I think what makes me tick is my smile and my personality. Every day is easy for me to get up. I won't miss a day of work ever.
No matter through the hardest days with Mr. Geyer, there was always a smile on his face and a smile in his voice. Jamal finds the way to help people remember the good, to help people be as positive and happy as possible, and it's completely genuine. He has that special quality that takes the hurt and helps you find the happy.
I love my job, I love helping people out, and when I heard about Home Helpers, I knew this is the place to be.